Right, welcome to the Lonely Cattle Podcast, episode 7, featuring Hazza. Little warning, this may contain strong language, so you have been warned. Right, welcome Hazza. It's good to have you on, mate. And
Nice to meet you, mate. Yeah, I'll try my best with the French.
but nah, should we sound, mate? So Hazza, how did you get into fishing, mate?
Um, oh, I kind of obviously Callum on the banks. I was got friendly with him. He was fishing a little farm lake. It's probably about probably a good 7 to 10 miles away from my house. And he'd go up there with one of the boys on the weekends, and I'd ride my push bike all the way, go and meet him up there. And then I started buying some rods and stuff, and I'd ride up. It was funny. Everyone called me. So I used to ride up with a tent, sleeping bag, rods, rucksack, all strapped to my bike, all this way. It used to take me about 3 hours to ride just to
Yeah.
do a quick weekend. And after that, then that was it. Then after that, I just wanted to go every lake, catch all the different fish, and it's
So,
yeah, kind of just grown from that. Really. It
so did
was
you?
I have to say it's Callum on the banks who's put me on it.
Oh, nice, nice. Shout out to Callum.
Yeah, big shout out to Callum because don't know where I'd be without fishing now.
So you went straight into carp fishing then, Haz?
Yeah, it was yeah, the farm lake that was there, it was mostly carp and bream. So that's the first type of fishing. I've tried every sport, everything you could ever imagine growing up, and the only thing that I'd never tried was fishing until I was, well, probably about 8 years ago. Um, and then yeah, once I tried it, I just fell in love with it. Literally fell in love with it.
Yeah, well, 8 years, mate. Is that how long it's been? Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, about 9 years. Yeah, roughly. Yeah, I'm 26 the end of this year. Um, and yeah, now like I said, I'd be lost without the fishing now. I'm flat out. As you know, like Ashley, I fish most nights in between work.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, absolutely love it, mate.
yeah. Fair. Well, like I say, it has a fair play because the carp you've caught in the time you've been fishing is just incredible, mate. I'm actually looking at your profile now, mate, as we speak. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate. I have been um, lucky to bag up some nice carp from real nice waters as well. Um, Especially recently, getting on the new syndicate, the Wharf. That's been real nice. The first few months of that, I put a good graft in. I had some real good named fish, and um, yeah, it's been good.
yeah, it's
Meeting a lot of good people on the way. Obviously met you through the fishing and just doing what we love and that. It's good.
yeah, it brings people together as well, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Like all more 90% of my mates now that I've got are fishermen. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's always like, oh, I'll go up the other side of Wales with Ashley and Natalie, do a session up there with them, or I'll go over the wharf with the wharf boys. Park Lake. It's different group of boys, different places, and it's always a good laugh.
Yeah, it looks like you've got a good bunch of lads down at the wharf as well, mate.
Oh yeah, they're all sound mates. Everyone's there for each other. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a good time down there, mate. We're all there for the same reason. There's no point hating as such. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he's caught this one, or he's caught this one. We're all as buzzing for each other as the next person.
Yeah, I like that, mate, because obviously I follow a lot of yous now on social media, and I like the way you share
Yeah,
each other. I think it's a nice touch up, mate.
yeah. We all love sharing each other, and fucking posting what we've caught, and it's a good group of lads. We've got a good group there.
So, what's been your favourite moment in carp fishing?
Oh, favorite moment. Probably probably joining the Wharf was a very very good moment because me and Callum, we was on the waiting list for probably for a good year and a half, putting the work in on the Park Lake to try and prove to the bailiffs we can be good members and catch good fish. And I joined and I had a PB within the first 3 months, £38 for the big harrow. So that was and Callum and one of the boys, Mitchell, came down and took the photos and shared the moment. It was good.
I forgot to say as well to everyone if your rod's rip off because you're actually on the bank now as well.
I am, yes, I am. It is looking very good for a bite, but hopefully they'll wait off that a little bit longer. Um, but I won't complain if it does rip off.
Oh,
I'll say
mate.
that
Fish first, mate. Well, we can pause
right.
the
Yeah,
podcast.
fish safety. Yeah, that's it. Fish safety comes first.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. So, mate, who's been your? Do you have any influences in carp fishing? Anyone you look up to and think, yeah,
Um, I'm quite a big fan of Mr. Blair, to be honest. I've during lockdown I watched probably every Nash video you could imagine. Stuck in my garage, just chilling out, nothing to do, can't go fishing. I was just on YouTube watching everything. But I like how he does his videos, how he gives the information and teaches you along the way as well. Do you know what I mean? And I've met him actually. He was down here when he was filming the Urban Banks for the newest one, the Wales, England, Scotland,
yeah,
Ireland. Um, I was actually fishing opposite him, and I got a chance to meet him the next morning. Like, and he's a real cool guy. He's it was a good touch,
yeah?
which is unfortunate because I actually lost a fish that morning. But then I could have maybe starred in the Urban Banks like, but
Yeah,
you win some, you lose some.
yeah. He does seem like a good bloke, mate.
Yeah, he is fair play. He's proper chilled. I met him at about 7 o'clock in the morning as well. Like, and it's not the best time to be to chatting to someone, but fair play. He come over, shook my hand and everything. Nice guy, real nice guy.
Oh, good man. I sure you should have showed him a few of your urban bank shots, mate. Your spray paint in the background and that.
I know.
Mega
Would have
shots,
been
them by the
impressed.
way, Hazza.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the wharf, that the backdrops and every picture is different.
Backdrops are mega,
Yeah,
mate.
it's wicked, mate. It's everywhere you turn, it's different, but it's still real urban, you know.
Like I say, I'm
Yeah,
actually flicking through now, mate, and I'll just like I say, it's the graffiti ones that stand out. I think there's tragedy
yeah, definitely. It gives it that urban look. That
different in
you're
it.
in the middle of the city.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the Wharf ones, mate.
Yeah,
Looks mega.
yeah. I'm back now. I'm back putting a bit of a graft into the Park Lake again. Hopefully, I can get some good fish under my belt.
Thought you seen the show there.
No, there's a swan sat right in front of my peg, dipping his head in the water. I just put my receiver on mute because I didn't want to rip it off, and the viewers thinking I've got to run, getting excited. That's the only thing about this place is birds galore, literally.
Bird life.
Yeah, lots of swans, lots of ducks and coots, and a lot of people who live around here feeding them.
Yeah.
So they're always, someone walks past with a carrier bag, they think it's food for them.
No, mate. So, what's your views on technology then, Hazza?
Um,
Airboards, stuff like that.
I'm 50-50. I will say I do have a drone, and I've used it and got some mega shots of the carp in the weed, um and used it a couple of times to my advantage. Um, Same with a bait boat. I don't own one, but I've used one, and for certain times it's good. But
Mm.
there's nothing better than the watercraft. Um, I'd much rather sit there for hours lapping a lake, watching for different changes in water or bushes moving in the distance or something. It adds to the excitement instead of just seeing them on your screen. There they are. Chuck a rod to it. Happy days.
Yeah.
I do feel it's a lot more rewarding, and you feel better after it for doing it,
Yeah.
properly, as
Yeah.
we should say.
I've done it. Like I say, I totally agree, mate. I see the pros, I see the cons, and yes, I've
Yeah,
used them myself in France, and when I've been
Yeah,
out
the
there.
park lake's a pretty shallow lake, so well, one end of it. So when the weed comes through, and you can just see them cruising through the surface. So I've got a memory card full of wicked shots, like of big ghosties and big commons just cruising through. So yeah, so it's good for certain things, but yeah, there's nothing better than the old fashioned watercraft.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think it makes you a better angler at the end of the day, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And I find it quite therapeutic smacking a spod, like 20 wraps or whatever, watching it fly through the air. It's yeah, I like the whole start to finish,
Yeah, I'm like you say,
Time my own rigs and all the lot. So it's yeah.
yeah. I don't mind admitting, mate. I still, like I say, I've been fishing a while now, mate, but I still don't fish well at distance. Really, don't fish well.
Well, it's only recently I've started fishing more at distance, It's if the carp are showing further out, I've been practicing and after a few years and stuff, it's just and a couple of the boys have taught me and told me because I was, more. They say you're throwing the rod, you're not throwing the leads. You need to compress the rod, and you're kind of just throwing it willy nilly.
Mm.
So I've kind of learned to feel the lead come through the rod rather than just launching it. See how much power I can put into it
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than seeing a technique.
I get
But
that.
it's getting better. So the amount I fish now, I should be able to hit some distance.
Yeah, yeah. I've even, like I say, mate, I've even started throwing the rod myself over the fields because, like I say, it
Yeah,
just gives you that edge, doesn't it? Hitting them further casts
yeah,
sometimes.
and it's all good, whacking them 25 wraps, but if it's not in the same spot every time, it's all about the accuracy as well, isn't it? You've got to have it all together. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've never actually gone down the field and chucked the leads, and me and Callum have said loads. We'll go down, but yeah, it's good. Maybe stick a bucket in different parts of the field,
Yeah,
try and get a lead inside the bucket or something.
I'll need a few, mate. Like
Yeah.
either scatter them all over. might
uh,
get might get 1 out of 100, but we'll get there in the end, mate.
yeah.
But so,
So,
has it your views on social media, mate?
I do like it. I use my Instagram mostly for recording my own catches. I do a little write up and I can click back on that photo and be like, oh, that's what happened. That's how big it is. Oh, I had it, and it kind of jogs your memory of that session. But I do like I've met you. I've met loads of people through Instagram and social media. Loads of new angling friends and whatever.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's definitely got its benefits. You always get it's the same with everything. You always get people who will disagree, and the nasty comments you get on social media or whatever else happens. But yeah, it's got its goods. Definitely got its goods.
yeah, totally agree, mate. Totally agree. Like I say, I met yourself through it, and it's been a joy to watch, like you say, your Instagram grow as well, and all the lads on
Yeah,
the wharf as well.
it's
Obviously,
kind of that thing of not showing off, but I like to show people, this is the hard work that I've put in, and this is the rewards that I've got. Not, I wouldn't call it, showing off. I don't know the word I'd use, but
no, no,
uh,
it's definitely no. You can, like you say, mate. There's no showing off there, mate. It's just credit where credit's due, and hard work shows, mate. And I think
yeah,
it's a
appreciate it.
it's a
There's a lot
brilliant.
of hard work, and I think that's what a lot of people don't see on the Instagram. They see that fish, they don't realize I've been here for X amount of nights in a row and stuck X amount of bait in, and there's a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah, of course, mate. And like I say, I'll leave a link in the podcast as well with your Instagram, mate, so people can check it out. And
Yeah, appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. They can
And
go and see the hard work for themselves.
oh mate, it's like I say, it's impressive, man. It's impressive.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Cheers.
So, have you got any goals, targets, or are you just enjoying each day as it comes, mate?
Yeah, it's a bit of both to be honest. Enjoying it as it comes, but I've got a few fish on the hit list that I want. Um, because the smaller commons seem to be doing me at the moment, and the bigger ones seems to be slipping me. I've got a list of 5 fish from this lake that I'd be happy to finish up on. A couple of mirrors, a couple of ghosties, and a big common.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my goals for now. I've paid another year for my Wharf membership, so I've got that in the back of my head that I can go there whenever. Um, but if the rumors are true about this place getting taken over, I want to make it count now whilst I still got the time before things change and rules get enforced.
Yeah.
So
No, sound
yeah,
well.
yeah, I'm just gonna put some good graft into this, keep it going for a bit, see what happens.
Well, hopefully, mate, it works out because I'd like to see you get one of the big ones, mate.
Fingers crossed, mate. They're stunning as well. I missed my chance last time, and I left my odds in whilst I popped to work. I was only had to do a quick delivery about half hour away, so half hour there, half hour back, and my mate had 2 fish on my rod that I left in the water. A 34 pound
Oh,
common. There was a new PB for him, and then as I was driving, he could actually see my van coming around the other side of the lake, coming back, and he had a 17 pounder backup fish on the same rod. He casted back out then, so we had 2 fish in just over an hour of
wow.
me being gone. Uh, and that 34 was absolutely stunning.
Right.
It's pinned on his page. It is. It's this. Oh, what a fish!
Is
What
it?
a fish! Yeah, absolute brute of a common. It's so yeah, that's what I'm chasing at the moment. Is I'm having my revenge on that common.
So, are you part of any teams or anything then, Has?
I'm on the bait team for Chorus, Chorus Advanced Tackle. It's a local company in Cardiff or Wales, surrounding areas. That's been doing me some good bites since I've jumped on. Some good bites. And it's saving me a fortune as well,
Yeah.
It's a win-win. But no, I was on a tackle team before, but just ended up dropping it. Just didn't carry on with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just floating about.
So, mate, if you had to describe yourself in 2 words, it's sort of like quick fire these now has sort of like it can go places, mate. So,
Yeah, yeah. Describe myself in 2 words. Hard working and
it's a tricky one, isn't it?
it is, yeah, on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hard working and I'd say chilled as well. A lot of people say I'm too chill for my own good, especially my parents. Just kick back, I just enjoy the moment.
That's not a bad thing,
Don't
mate.
take anything too seriously.
Nah,
Just yeah, I don't see the point in stressing kind of thing.
that's a good thing, mate. I wish I could take a leaf out of your book, mate. I tell you, I stress too much.
Oh, I do stress. Don't watch that, but yeah, once I get on the bank, it's like forget everything. I'm here now.
Yeah, that's one thing I do. Like once I get to the bank, I love it, man. I just find it just so therapeutic. It's just,
Yeah, it is.
just
And the
mint.
fish is the extra. The fish is the bonus at the end. Then if you go in happy days, if not, it's been good anyway.
No, that's it, mate. I finally got my day bite as well, didn't I? So,
Yeah, wicked, mate. Congratulations.
mate, that's
It's nice when something changes and it all falls into place.
crazy. Like I say, almost a year, mate, without a bite during the day. I just
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't understand it. Every time I went, it was like during the day. I thought I'm not getting a bite. So
No, yeah.
when it got dark though, I was like, right,
It's
it's
all
on now.
probably all to do with the confidence thing as well, isn't it? This once the sun goes down, it gets a bit darker. It gets quiet
Yeah.
around the lake, so that they probably feel a lot safer.
When I was coming to the
Yeah,
night, I was just like, yes, it's on now.
yeah. Now it's the time to fish. Someone was
Exactly.
telling me earlier, like there was a lake. I think it was Ashley. Yeah, Ashley was telling me earlier that there was a lake he knew that done the same thing, and it was closed through the nights. You would only fish days, so it was like the last knock-ins. You would get a bite just before everyone got kicked off, because the fish knew once it got to the night time then and everyone was gone, it was safe to feed.
Yeah.
So and obviously when everyone's through the day, it's really busy and there's lines in the water. They kind of switched off for the daytime, so
Mm.
you may get a bite at like 9 o'clock, last knock-ins, and yeah, you've got to try and get out the gates before you get locked in.
Yeah, man. But right, mate, if carp didn't exist, what would you target?
Oof. Oh, not too sure. I'm not a massive fan of pike. Too many teeth.
Mm.
Too aggressive for me. I just can't be arsed with it. This.
Yeah.
um, I'd like a little go on the perch. I've never actually done any proper perch fishing, like, but looks like wicked fun. Just drop shotting worms off the margins and stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's no
Yeah,
point. There's no point in saying bream, mate, because you completed it, haven't you?
yeah,
You're not going to beat
yeah,
that.
yeah. The only one in the lake.
It's not only the only one, mate. Look at it. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
It's,
and yeah, and then an unofficial Welsh record. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's good.
Phew, it's a mega
It was
one. Like,
absolute slab, mate. But it was like balancing an A3 piece of paper in between your hands. It was so thin, literally so thin, but it was just the size of like a wheelie bin lid. It was massive.
yeah, you can see on the
As
photo,
soon
mate.
as it surfaced, I knew.
It's like I say, for a bream, mate, it's absolutely mega.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's and once it was on the mat as well, it actually kicked off like a carp. It was flapping everywhere. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking, Jesus, it's got a bit of power, but it didn't give me any fight. Came in
No.
like the casual bream does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice and chilled.
yeah. I thought a carp had actually taken me into a weed bed, slipped the hook, and then I was dragging in the weed bed. It felt a bit heavy, but I was a bit like, what's going on here? And then as it got closer, I was reeling it slowly, reeling it slowly. As it got closer, I seen a fin come out of the water, and then it just surfaced, and I seen it. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's massive.
Absolute beauty. So,
Yeah.
mate, best angler you've fished with?
Oosh. I would say either Callum on the banks or Ashley. They're anywhere I go with them, they manage to catch a fish.
Yeah.
Seriously. I've been a few places. Callum's like my main, fishing buddy who I'm mostly with, like, and he smashed the place up sometimes. We've gone to lakes and he's had fish in 5 minutes. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
same with Ashley. I don't think there's a piece of water in Wales that Ashley hasn't touched and had a fish from.
Mental, innit?
Crazy, mate. Crazy.
Some people just read the situation so well, mate.
Yeah, that's it. They know what's going on.
They just seem to, it's mad because you turn up at the lake and you're looking at the same thing, but it just seems that,
Sometimes I've been stood there before down the wharf, and me and Callum are stood there looking. He's like, "There's one." I'm like, "Where are you looking?" Like, I didn't even see that one. He's like, "There's another one." I'm like, "Oh, I can't even see these fish."
yeah,
He spotted about five, and I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen one." He's like, "Yeah, I've seen that one."
yeah, it's like me, that mate. But yeah, so on the flip side of that, one angler you'd love to fish with, mate.
Mm. I'd probably say Dovey and Spooner. They
Yeah,
look like a laugh to fish with.
yeah, man. Oh, they look cracking them too, mate.
They have a right laugh. Yeah, the underwater thing they done with Fairbrass as well. That was a good laugh.
It was.
They're just wind ups, aren't they?
Even though even though it didn't go to plan that quarter underwater, obviously when they went to France,
It's still interesting, isn't it,
it
to
was
watch
still
and to see how
yeah
it.
yeah it was still mega because obviously when them two went in the tent, they just the way they were winding Daniel, and
Yeah, yeah. He was getting stressed out, like, and they're just at his neck.
yeah, well they actually did really well on theirs, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. It is really interesting to watch, like, and see how your spot's acting over the couple of days, like.
Mad.
What actually comes in, something comes in, looks at it, doesn't even want anything, and just shoots off the opposite way. It's crazy how many bites you actually miss in a
Mm.
way.
Yeah, it opens your eyes, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
There's a
agree.
lot of people. A lot of people may blank and say, "There's no fish in the area. I'm going somewhere else." When a fish actually was in the area, came and checked it out, and didn't want it till 2 days later.
Yeah, I think I've done that myself a few times this year. I've sort of like talked myself out of the spot isn't working, and then
Yeah,
I've moved, and I'm thinking, yeah, I should have stayed.
yeah.
Because you
Yeah,
see,
it happens down the wharf a lot. They move around so much down there, and you set up on shows at 7 o'clock in the night. By 11 o'clock, they're at the other end of the lake, and you're thinking, Jesus Christ! So you move down if you haven't had nothing in the morning. You move down thinking, "Yep, I'm going to jump back on them now," and they're back on the spot you've just come from, and you think,
yeah,
"Oh, chasing them round." You're better off sometimes just waiting it out, and that's what I've gone for. The new approach now is just bait and wait, and
mm,
just I'm fed up of chasing them round the lake, and just going
yeah.
for the bait and stick it out. It's paid off at the moment. Um,
Exactly.
I've had 10 takes, and the bream, and lost three of them, so seven landed in the last 3 sessions. So it's, yeah, not bad at all.
No, it's good going that.
With how hard the lake is as well. So yeah, minimum 2 fish a session. I'm buzzing. I can see one darting across the surface now as well. They're not far from my spot. I should be in for a good fish tonight, I'm hoping.
We could get a live take here.
I know, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I'd have to set it up somewhere and so you could see it.
So, mate, one tackle company you had to use forever. Just one tackle company, or do you mix and match?
Oosh,
Or
oosh. I would probably say um, I do like some gardener stuff. I use the muggers myself. Um, and I don't use any other hook pattern. I do straight muggers, either a 4 or a 6. Um, yeah, it's a tricky one, that is. Yeah, I use a lot of bits and bobs from everything, to be honest. So some companies have got better swivels than others.
yeah,
Some have got better um, anti-tangle sleeves, etc., etc. That's why I didn't stay with the tackle company that I was with before, because it was just, I'm using other stuff and going to Gary Evans at local tackle shops and stuff. So yeah, I just pick up whatever I need from whichever shelf it comes from.
yeah, yeah.
A bit of everything.
I get you, mate. I get you, mate. So, again, on the flip side, mate, one bait. Obviously, I know you're a team member and that, but
Yeah. Um, I do like a washed out pink pop up. I won't give any specific flavors, just
nah,
just
nah.
for the reason. A washed out pink pop up is a good bait. I like that down the wharf at the moment. That's doing me some bites down there.
Yeah,
Um, little mesh bag on top, couple of loosies over the top of it. I just can't say no.
it's yeah. I'm white this year, mate.
Yeah,
On my
I
bike.
actually lost one Sunday on a white, um, which was devastating.
Yeah,
It was the first time trying it. Yeah, I haven't used white in a long, long time, and I don't think I've used it on this lake for even longer. So yeah, I was speaking to someone who used to fish it a long time ago. He's like, "Yeah, I used to smash it on the whites, stuck a white on, had a run the next day." I was thinking,
yeah.
oh, but it done me into a weed bed, and my other lines wiped me out. All three rods wiped out, and hook pulled then. So yeah, but yeah, pink pop up. Or I do like a smelly fishy wafter as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do. It's either one of those between the two.
I like the I use the Arctic crab from RG Baits.
Nice. Yeah,
I like the crab.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't go wrong with a crabby smell.
Yeah, they're all right, man. I've done.
Chorus have got a crab and halibut, and as you can imagine, crab and mixed with the halibut as well. They do stink, and I've had some. Me and Callum have had some real good fish on them as well. Um, yeah, it's can't go wrong with a proper stinky bait.
No, that's it. So, mate, if you had to pick a common or a mirror,
Mirrors all day. Yeah, the boys know as well that I do like a big common, but you can't beat those. Every mirror's different. Every scale's different.
yeah,
I've had some beautiful mirrors recently as well from the Wharf. It's, the Park Lake's kind of home of the commons. There's 90% commons in here. And then when we joined the Wharf, I said I need some mirrors now, and I've had some absolutely beautiful mirrors from there.
oh, you've had some beauties, mate.
Yeah, some real dark ones, real scaly ones. Yeah,
Nice.
definitely mirrors all day.
Yeah, I think that seems to be leading at the minute, mate, as well. So on the other side of that, mate, we'll go UK 40 or overseas 60.
UK 40 all day. That's what I'm chasing at the moment with a PB of 38.
Yeah.
That's the next target now. There's a nice four. I'm not in a major rush for it, but yeah, that would be some achievement.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, the thing is overseas fish. There's plenty of. Well, I say that there's plenty of them here as well, but it's when it's at home. You go to these lakes in France and stuff to go and catch big carp. There's 60s swimming around in front of you. But yeah, to bag a British 40, that would be something else.
Special man, right?
Especially if it was a Welsh 40, that would make it even better.
Yeah, that would be good, like, mate. Really good.
That would make me a happy man, definitely.
You're always happy, aren't you?
Oh, always, mate.
Good.
Always smiling.
Best way, mate. Best
My,
way.
my dad's surname's Pasila. It's Greek, and they say in their family everyone smiles, so the Smiler Pasilas.
Nice. I like that.
I've got a Smiler Pasila gene.
So, mate, most expensive thing you've dropped in the lake?
Whew. I don't think I've dropped too much in the lake, to be honest. Probably the only thing I can really remember is my whole pod
Oh
with
yeah.
the three alarms on. Um, that's probably the most expensive. I got three. Well, they're a little bit older now. The new ones have come out, but the R3s, and a Signet pod, which was like 100 something quid. That went straight in. And so did I straight after it.
Did you get it all back though?
Yeah, yeah. Luckily, it's only a couple of foot in the margin. I don't know how I even did. I think I just walked past and kicked it, and there was no rods on there, so it just went straight in.
Oh, the alarms work still.
Yeah, yeah. Luckily,
Ah,
the pod went in, and it didn't like the butt grips didn't go all the way under, so it was kind of like a straight back out, shook the water off.
if it still work, mate, you're all right.
Still working to this day, so we're good.
That's good, mate. Good.
Good advertisement for Nash.
So, mate, do you drink? We'll finish on the daft ones, mate. So we'll go tea or coffee, mate. Are you tea?
Neither.
Neither.
But if I had to go, no, I don't drink tea or coffee.
Man, Red Bull.
It's cold drinks. But if I had to go one, it'd probably be a cup of tea. I've had the odd cup of tea in the winter, like.
Oh, so I can't even say favourite biscuit on the bank then, because you probably don't even eat biscuits on the bank, do you?
Oh no, I love a biscuit. I'd
Oh,
probably
dear.
say chocolate digestives, chocolate hobnobs,
Yeah.
love a jammy dodger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a good lover of biscuits, actually. I do like a few.
Oh well, that's sound then.
Yeah, just a
So,
bit dry.
if you had to go to one venue right now, you could fish anywhere in the world, mate.
I've always wanted to go to Lake Bled, even though the rules are very strict now. It's just that background, that backdrop, and some of the monsters in there.
Yeah, I think it's a dream of mine that as well, mate.
Yeah,
I
after
think
watching all the videos and watching all these companies go there and do their thing, like and seeing the fish come out, just like, oh, wouldn't
exactly.
mind a piece of that. But I do know that the rules have changed a lot now, haven't they? So it's
Yeah,
pretty strict what you can do over there at the moment.
yeah. I think a lot they are changing. They're getting stricter everywhere now, mate, aren't
Yeah, yeah, it's becoming a lot more popular, and it's a lot of people coming into the sport without any knowledge of it as well. I'm finding simple, basic knowledge as well.
they? Yeah,
People are just coming for the fun of flicking a rod out. Like,
yeah. It's a shame. It's one of our local lakes has gone that way. They've let too many members on, and they haven't really got any
yeah,
background. And obviously, everyone's got to learn. I understand that, and I think,
yeah, of course. And I'm always the first person to help as well. You know, I'm always giving information and stuff. Never shy to give someone some help. But it's yeah, it's a lot of people have got to do their own. There's enough on the internet now as well. You know, enough
yeah,
videos how to do stuff safely, and the things you see still, it's just shocking. I
yeah,
reeled in a snag the other day down the wharf, and it was like some death rig. You know, that someone had been either an old one or someone had been poaching or something. And I'm just thinking, I don't know what through people's heads using it.
yeah. I know, mate. Mad, innit?
Hmm.
Well, I've told you, mate. It's you've smashed it. You've
Happy days.
absolutely smashed it. So, like I say, mate, thanks for being on the podcast, and I hope you've enjoyed
No, my
it.
pleasure, mate. Thanks for having me. It's yeah, when I seen Ashley and us doing it, I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll come on. I'll have a nice chat. And yeah, it's been nice talking to you, mate. It's good to share the story.
Definitely, mate. So, thanks, mate. Thanks again, and I'll give you a message in a bit.
Yeah, no problem at all, mate. Hopefully, I'll bag up now tonight and
Okay.
get some nice carp.
Good luck, Hazza.
Yeah, nice one. I'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, take it easy. Ta-ra.